Our fourth special speaker is Vice Admiral Adam M. Robinson, Jr. He is the director of the VA Pacific Islands Healthcare System. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Aloha. Aloha. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak today. It is an honor to be with you today, to the VIPs and to all of the guests and to the flag and general officers here. Thank you very much to our Korean veterans and also the VSOs that have invited me here today. Thank you. And let me tell you that we in the VA are happy to always come and honor our veterans, to give them the tribute that they deserve, the recognition that they have earned, and to give them the honor that they must have in order for us to remain a free and open society, because you are the ones that have given us that opportunity. So thank you very much. I'm Adam Robinson. I'm a retired Vice Admiral. I was the Surgeon General, the 36th Surgeon General of the United States Navy. And in addition to that, I'm the Director of the VA Pacific Islands Healthcare System. We incorporate about 5 million square miles throughout the Pacific area. We include the Hawaiian Islands, CNMI, Guam, and also American Samoa. Very shortly, we've also had, through our Secretary of the VA, Dennis McDonough, we have the opportunities to implement ways to give our veterans in COFA nations, Micronesia, Marshall Islands, and Palau, some of the VA benefits that they too deserve. So it is truly an honor to be with you here today. The Armistice signed in July, actually July the 27th, 71 years ago today in 1953, formally ended the war in Korea. It was the end of the longest negotiated armistice in the history. 158 meetings spread over 2 years and 17 days. 1.8 million Americans served in Korea, and 36,576 Americans died there, playing a key role in bringing about a ceasefire. The armistice brought an end to hostilities, but it did not erase the memories of the battles fought, the comrades lost, and the families torn apart. We remember the frozen trenches, the scorched earth, and the unimaginable hardships you endured. We remember the sacrifices that you made, the risks that you took, and the triumphs that you'd achieved. Your service was not in vain. Your bravery and selfishness defended freedom, democracy, and the right we hold dear today. You are the true heroes of our nation's history. We honor Korean War veterans for their bravery. They fought courageously in extreme conditions, facing harsh weather, intense battle, and huge personal sacrifice. They served their country, answering the call to defend freedom, democracy, and the United Nations principles. Over 36,000 Americans made the ultimate sacrifice, and many more were wounded, injured, or suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. They helped preserve South Korea's independence and freedom, protecting its people from communist oppression. They represented the United Nations' collective effort to maintain peace and security, setting a precedent for future international collaborations. They demonstrated unwavering dedication to their fellow service members, their country, and the cause of freedom. Despite being called the Forgotten War, they persevered, and their contributions deserve recognition and remembrance. Their legacy is their service. Their legacy of service paved the way for future generations of service members, inspiring patriotism, duty, and selflessness. Today we honor them as a gesture of gratitude for their unselfish service, ensuring their sacrifice will never be forgotten. By honoring Korean War veterans, we acknowledge their courage, sacrifices, and contributions to peace, to freedom, and to international cooperation. The Korean War offers several valuable lessons. The importance of collective defense. The war demonstrated the effectiveness of collective defense as the United Nations coalition came together to defend South Korea. Consequences of appeasement. The initial reluctance to confront North Korean aggression led to the escalation, highlighting the dangers of appeasement. Bravery and sacrifice. The war showcased the courage and sacrifices of those who fought in defense of our freedom, highlighting the human cost of conflict. Technological advancements. The war saw significant advancements in military technology, including jet fighters, helicopters, and medicine, which improved military capabilities and saved lives. From a society point of view, I pointed out in the ceremonies on Friday that the Korean War also represents the establishment of full integration of military forces in the United States of America, in which African Americans served without segregated status, but with a fully integrated status. This was the first conflict in the history of America where that occurred. And finally, stalemate and diplomacy. The war ended in a stalemate, emphasizing the importance of diplomacy and negotiation in resolving conflict. The stalemate may have occurred in the negotiation, but it didn't occur in establishing the Republic of Korea as one of the premier democracies and industrialized countries in the world today. And division and reunification. The war highlighted the consequences of the division and the ongoing quest for reunification, serving as a reminder of the importance of unity and cooperation. And finally, international cooperation. There is nothing short of getting together in an international framework in order to solve the international problems that we actually have in our country today. Additionally, humanitarian assistance and humanitarian efforts are also very important, and this became a stalwart of what the United States and the United Nations forces learned and have given to other conflicts and other areas of the world. And lessons for future conflicts, take all the things I've said before, put them into the Encyclopedia of War, and those are the things that we need to make sure that we incorporate in our future. Remembering and learning from the Korean War helps us better understand the complexities of conflict and the importance of diplomacy, cooperation, and sacrifice. As we reflect on the past, we also look to the present and to the future. We recognize the struggles that many of you still face, and we recommit ourselves to supporting you just as you supported our nation in time of need. On behalf of the Department of Veterans Affairs, I can assure you that we are always there for our veterans in every way possible. We give to them always honor and also the recognition for the sacrifices that they have made for our country. On behalf of the VA Pacific Islands healthcare system, we honor your service, your sacrifice, and your legacy. We will never forget the lessons of the Korean War and the heroes who fought for freedom. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for your continued contribution to our nation's greatness. Let us remember, let us honor, let us never forget. Mahalo.